Hello and welcome to the news on AN24 TV. Reaching you from our studio in Lagos, I am Yul Edochie. Here are the top stories. FAAC shares 725.571 billion naira to federal government, state and local governments. Nigerians Mock APC over missing $75,000. Dimeji Bankole joins presidential race. This and more after the break. The Federation Account Allocation Committee has shared 725.571 billion naira as of March 2022 Federation account revenue to federal government, state and local government councils. The 725.571 billion naira total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 521.169 billion naira and distributable value-added tax revenue of 204.402 billion naira. The sharing of the monthly allocation was made known in a communique issued at the end of the virtual meeting of the Federation Account Allocation Committee for April 2022. From the total distributable revenue of 725.571 billion naira, the federal government received 277.104 billion naira. The state government received 227.201 billion naira, and the local government councils received 167.910 billion naira. A total of 53.356 billion naira was shared to the relevant states as 13% derivation revenue. AN24 gathered that gross statutory revenue of 933.304 billion naira was received for the month, which was higher than the 429.681 billion naira received the previous month by 503.623 billion naira. According to the communique, petroleum profits tax, oil and gas royalties, import and excise duties, companies' income tax and value-added tax recorded tremendous increase. Nigerians have taken to social media to mock the ruling All Progressives Congress APC over the $75,000 that got missing at their national secretariat. AN24 had reported that an unknown thief carted away the sum of $75,000, equivalent to 43 million naira, on Wednesday as the purchase of nomination and expression of interest forms were ongoing under a canopy mounted for the exercise due to the ongoing renovation at the main auditorium of the Secretariat. Nigerians, through their social media accounts, made fun of the APC by comparing the party to the thief that stole the money. Some others said since the ruling party cannot secure the funds that come into their office space, which is way smaller than Nigeria, they cannot also be trusted to secure the treasury of the country. Former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Dimeji Bankole, has announced his intention to run for the 2023 presidency on the platform of the All Progressives Congress APC. This was confirmed on Wednesday to a national newspaper by Malam Abdullahi Bayero, a close ally to Bankole. He said the former speaker will buy the APC presidential expression of interest and nomination forms next week. Bayero said Bankole has met with various stakeholders and their support is overwhelming, especially across the north, adding that many see him as someone who ticked all the boxes as far as having a young, smart, competent and patriotic president is concerned. With his intention to join the 2023 presidential race, Dimeji Bankole will contest against Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, APC National Leader Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Governors Yahaya Bello of Kogi and Dave Umahi of Ebonyi, Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi, Minister of Labour and Productivity Chris Ngige, and Minister of State for Education Chukwuemeka Nwadriba, among others, for APC presidential ticket during the party's primary slated for May 30 to June 1, 2022. Ahead of the 2023 general election, Lagos State Chapter Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress APC, Honorable Ladejo, has picked the expression of interest and nomination forms to represent Mushi Constituency 2 in the House of Representatives. He picked up the forms on Wednesday after paying 10 million naira fees for him to be able to take part in the APC's House of Representatives primaries slated for May 22, 2022. Ladejo, former chairman of Mushin Local Government and ex-commissioner for special duties and intergovernmental relations, announced the collection of the forms on his social media page. He wrote, "Today, I picked the expression of interest and nomination form as directed by our great party, All Progressive Congress, to represent Mushin Constituency 2 at the House of Representatives. My promise of a better representation of our dear constituency remains sacrosanct." Meanwhile, Lagos State House of Assembly aspirants will start picking their nomination and expression of interest forms at the APC State Chapter Secretariat at Acme Road in Ikeja. AN24 gathered from a reliable source that the two forms are now available at the party secretariat, and aspirants are expected to pick up the forms after paying 500,000 naira for expression of interest form and 1.5 million naira for nomination form. A People's Democratic Party governorship aspirant in Rivers State, Farah Dagogo, on Thursday said the state governor, Nigerians Wike, should be held responsible for any tragedy that befalls him. It will be recalled that Dagogo was declared wanted on Wednesday by Governor Wike on the grounds of promoting violence at the PDP state secretariat. Dagogo, a House of Representatives member, was alleged to have mobilized cultists to disrupt the exercise that was held in Port Harcourt. Reacting to the allegation on Thursday, Dagogo, through his media aide, Ibrahim Lawal, accused the governor of lying against him. He stated that Wednesday was scheduled for the screening of State House of Assembly and House of Representatives aspirants, not governorship aspirants, so he was not present at the secretariat. The lawmaker called on the Commissioner of Police to arrest and investigate the activities of Efeturi Irikefe, camp commandant to the governor, at the PDP secretariat on Wednesday. If any incident should befall Honorable Farah Dagogo, the governor of Rivers State and his agents should be held responsible, Lawal said. Dagogo said he was willing to honor any police invitation, but added that it must be after a screening. A part of the property of the late founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, Prophet Temitope Joshua, has gutted fire, destroying the late preacher's tomb shelter. The fire, which razed the tomb built within the church premises, located in the Agodo area of Ikotun, Lagos State, started around 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, a resident who spoke anonymously said. Confirming the incident, the church posted on its official Facebook page that the inferno started from a general-purpose store at the old site and has been put out by their emergency response team. The statement also confirmed that no life was lost in the fire outbreak and urged worshippers and general public not to panic. Now on entertainment news. Following the trending post of the Nollywood actor, producer and director Yul Edochie, who announced the birth of a son by Nollywood actress Judy Austin, who he also confirmed as his second wife. Some celebrities have expressed their shock in this comment section. The projection of his second wife and son on Wednesday triggered some comments on social media. Now on sports news. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp was pleased with his players' performance in the Champions League semi-final as Liverpool thrashed Villarreal 2-0 at Anfield on Wednesday night. Liverpool produced a convincing performance to defeat Villarreal after a goalless first half. Villarreal's Pavis Estupiñán 53rd minute own goal brought the breakthrough for the Reds before Sadio Mane added a second just 2 minutes later to hammer home the advantage as Unai Emery's side was struggling to contain Liverpool throughout the game. Speaking at the post-match conference, Klopp praised the way his team played and also said Villarreal is still a threat. He said, "If we don't win the ball there, we are in between everything. We did that well most of the time." There were no fist-bump celebrations for the Liverpool manager as the final whistle was blown, being aware that there is still another 90 minutes to play in Spain. That's the news on AN24 TV. You can follow us on all our social media platforms. On Twitter at AN24 TV. On Instagram at AN24_TV. On YouTube at AN24 TV. You can also read more on our website at www.an24.net.